Oxford's Strangest Well, a cursed king, a saintly cure, and a very confused Alice. Binseys, a quiet village on the outskirts of Oxford, might look like any other sleepy English hamlet, but its history is anything but dull, thanks to a medieval legend involving a saint, a furious prince, and a literary well that dispenses of all things treacle. It all started with St. Fried's Wide, Oxford's patron saint. As a young woman, she took a vow of chastity, but her good looks caught the eye of a Mercian prince named Alga. When he wouldn't take no for an answer, she fled to Binseys. He, of course, followed her. But just as he was about to lay hands on her, karma, or more accurately, a divine curse, intervened and Alga was struck completely blind. St. Fried's Wide, proving she was a far better person than any of us, took pity on her tormentor. She prayed, and a spring miraculously appeared. She used the water to wash his eyes, restoring his sight. Defeated and humbled, Algar went home. This spring, now known as St. Margaret's Well, became a hotspot for medieval pilgrims. It was believed to have miraculous healing powers, and people came in droves to get a taste of its curative liquid, which they called treacle. But don't grab a spoon just yet. Treacle back then meant a healing balm, not the sticky syrup we know today. The legend of St. Fried's Wide and the well didn't end there. Superstition holds that she also put a curse on any English king who visited Oxford with violent intentions, promising them an early end. King Harold I, King Harold II, and even King Charles III are all said to have fallen victim to this curse, their reigns cut short after they dared to enter the city with malice. But the most famous visitor to the Treacle Well wasn't a king or a pilgrim, but a little girl named Alice Liddell. As a young girl, she spent her days with Lewis Carroll on the river, listening to his fantastical stories. Carroll, fascinated by the well and its peculiar name, forever cemented its place in literary history. He told Alice a story about a well where 3 sisters lived at the bottom, and they lived on nothing but treacle. This delightfully nonsensical image made it into Alice's Adventures in Wonderland, leaving generations of readers to wonder about a well filled with sticky black treacle. So, next time you're in Oxford, take a trip to Binseys. You can visit the very spot where a prince was cured, where a saint prayed, and where one of the most beloved children's books of all time got its inspiration. Just remember to bring a bottle for the water, and maybe a sandwich for yourself, because the well is strictly for healing, not for eating.